Condors Esports is innovating intercollegiate gaming in Ontario and beyond. We've built a community where you can compete, play, and work in a dynamic program accessible from all campuses.
Condors Esports is more than just gaming. Here, you'll find empowerment and inspiration in state-of-the-art facilities equipped with the latest technologies and unwavering support.
We are varsity athletes, turning victories into championships as high-performing gamers.
We are relentless, constantly pushing our limits and pursuing excellence through every match.
We are Condors. Gaming connects us on campus or online, all through best-in-class equipment.
We're building a foundation of experience, powered by our passion, in developing skills that drive personal and professional success.
We are eager students, transforming our dreams into careers in dynamic and emerging industries.
Condors Esports goes beyond gaming, fostering enduring friendships, unforgettable experiences, and meaningful connections.
This is your chance to transform your passion for video games, esports, and technology into something impactful. Learn how Conestoga is introducing Condors Esports to your campus and connect with fellow Condors striving to soar.
We
are Condors.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Conestoga College for some Call of Duty today. I'm Leaf, and of course, beside me, we got Andrew. Do we have a tag for you yet?
Hey, no, I'm still in the... I was thinking it'd be a funny thing to put my middle name in quotation marks.
Okay, Andrew Ireland.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that could work too.
He's the entire community of Ireland, all in one.
I'm Irish gaming.
I love it. Anyways, thanks for joining us here at Conestoga College here in the Esports Hub. You can see gamers getting ready to game over in the corner there as we have Call of Duty tonight. The varsity squad looking to, well, we'd say something good like continue their win streak or something. But Andrew, that hasn't happened yet.
No, in fact, they're kind of looking to get their first map win of the year. Yeah, not off to a great start. I mean, they faced some pretty formidable contenders. But they really need to get some momentum going, I'd say.
To start off, they had two tough matchups to begin with here. And we're like, okay, we expect to lose those. You know, there was some goodness that we saw in that. That third matchup they had, though, we expected to win hands down. And unfortunately, that just didn't happen for the squad. And it is interesting how the squad has to deal with stuff because they have a rotating 5-man roster, right, that we've seen. But, yeah, here's their setup so far. And St. Clair, of course, at the top. That's what we expect. Yep. Andrew, that's who we played first, too, and then Cumberland after.
Right, yeah, exactly. Some very strong teams. It looks like who was the third match again? That was a...
The third match, I believe, that was Fisher, wasn't it?
Akron, I believe.
No, it was Akron. You're right.
It was last Thursday, and like you said, we expected to take that one from them. They caught us flat.
Yes, it was Akron.
I remember seeing an A in the logo.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
Yes. But, they came out a little flat. They were before the game, I remember they were a little bit like, we're going to take these guys, and they got them wrong. So, I mean, maybe that's lit a fire in them a little bit. Hopefully that's a story they can follow there and try and...
Well, that's the big thing is that they came in with a lot of confidence and it didn't follow through. You have players like J-Ray that lives and Frizzy that lives off that energy. I mean, J-Ray is such a good roamer. You'll see him a lot of times flanking around behind and usually thrives on that energy, and it didn't connect with them. But this week, as I mentioned, 5-man roster, Andrew, it's Dremo that's going to be sitting out in his place as Savvy.
Okay. Yeah, let's hopefully that works out for them. It's still a little early in the season, so you got to experiment with the lineup, and they all look They all look ready to go, you know?
Yeah.
Especially in the pictures.
Well, maybe not Frizzy. He looks like he doesn't want to be there, but you know.
Yeah. Maybe a little apathetic, but that's his game face, I suppose.
Neb's ready to go, though. He's
Yeah.
been in this. Again, Neb comes into this roster with some of the most experience out of any of these guys, and it shows with the photo, right? You know, he's ready to go. But Savvy is coming in this week, and Savvy, I know I sensed a little bit of, I guess, hesitation in his voice. Maybe I think he said, like, you know, don't be too mean or something. We're not going to be mean. Honestly, what he has to do here is just get a single map win. And he's over Dremo in terms of win percentage. So,
Yeah.
hey, he's got a good goal to aim for here. Is one map win for the squad.
Tangible, likely doable, hopefully, you know.
Yeah.
And then he's in the good books, so that's a big storyline for Savvy. Is maybe he can be the TSN turning point. They call it the Conestoga College turning point.
Yeah, what would it the Conestoga
The
corner?
Yeah, that's alliteration. That sounds pretty good.
Turn there, right?
Yeah, we'll trademark it.
Yeah, okay. Get on it, squad. Anyways, also just before we get into it, shout out to our partners, CSI, for making it all happen, Nike, of course, and Six Sigma for, they got a nice little setup going on in there, too. But map time, Andrew.
Yeah.
It's map time.
Absolutely. So it looks like first off, we're going to see Hardpoint on 6-star. The boys have had a few matches on there. I don't think they've played Hardpoint there yet. And then we've got S&D on Karachi, Control on Karachi, and then Hardpoint on Karachi. So if you like watching games on Karachi, we got a tonight for you. And then the final, if it goes to map 5, will be Search and Destroy on 6-star.
Yeah, it's Vista has been the map that's been really a big trouble for us. So I'm very happy to see that's out the window at this one. Karachi is a map that this squad has a lot of experience on. Honestly, even when they were fault terrain last week with their matches like on Control, for instance, against Akron, there were still some brilliant moments. Even up against Cumberland, I believe it was, they still were showing a lot of creativity on Karachi when it came to Control. So they know this map. The problem, of course, is just making sure they're landing their shots, they're getting the kills. I mean, we saw a couple falters, even from one of our most experienced players, Neb. One stands out to me is, you know, there was that one, he went for a player, got a couple tags, shot early, and then just rounded the corner into pre-fire, right? Some of those small little mistakes that are happening with the squad, if they clean those up this week, especially with the map pool, I think they're in a good spot.
Yeah, for sure. You definitely... they can get that cleaned up. That's going to be a good thing. Another thing, like you mentioned, Vista is a map they've had trouble with. It's also been the first map, I believe, in their past 3 matches, which is you want to set the tone. Start on a good foot. Yeah, exactly.
No, yeah, they've definitely been starting on the wrong foot every single time. That's very clear and evident by the fact that they haven't won a single map, which means they've lost their first map every time.
Started and ended on the wrong
foot.
Right. But
Now, I also haven't seen a lot from them. Again, I'm just going all the way back to last semester, which was many, many months ago, of how they played on this. I believe they played on this once this semester, and again, of course, they didn't win it. So we'll see if they're ready for this map yet. But even if they're not, and it does keep the trend of losing that first map, hopefully, again, that double Karachi in a row there is going to be in their favor. Honestly, the only reason that they lost their S&D last time was because of that controller bug on Frizzy. They were on defense, on invasion, and they were ready to win it. They were poised to win that one.
Yeah, exactly. That one went 11 rounds. That's as many as a Search and Destroy can go, and they lost one on a weird technical thing. So hopefully we don't see any of that tonight. I don't know if it was Frizzy's controller, it was the game itself.
It's the game locks the right analog stick from time to time. Somehow still in the game.
Call of Duty.
That's the way it is. So yeah, again, fingers crossed it doesn't happen to us. But I think, every single one of these competitors, it could happen to them, our opponents as well. And you just kind of got to live with it when it happens.
Yep. Another thing to note, I was talking to the coach, Potty, a little bit before the game, and he was talking about this school that we're facing, UST, University of St. Thomas. They are located in Texas and then we didn't confirm who has the servers, but with Texas servers, that can be a lot more favorable for people located in Texas, obviously.
Of course, yeah.
But the way he explained it is the ping discrepancy is a lot bigger that it would be for us than them playing on one of our servers.
Right.
So.
Oh, yeah, interesting. Okay. Yeah, because generally where we're positioned, because they have more servers usually in Texas in general, because it's a very wide state, so they'll distribute them. So there's a higher chance you'll be closer to one. Where generally our servers tend to be in Toronto, which is you're inherently going to be getting just through your ISP probably like 20 ping. Just on top of that, right? Like you're not going to be getting 4 ping or anything, like if you were situated beside one. So you're right; it can make a difference. I mean, the discrepancy hopefully won't be significantly large.
No, it's not like they're going to be clipping through walls or anything. But
it should be fine. But they need to not think about that. Like that's not something that should be at the forefront.
No, that was just for us to hypothesize on.
Yeah. Okay. So if we start losing, we have something to blame.
Yeah. Of course. It's always the lag.
It's like, I mean, that's how many. Half of the comms of anybody that's ever played Call of Duty is words we can't say here.
Yep.
Or it's complaining about lag.
Yeah.
I think that's
pretty much all.
95% of the comms.
Yep. I was lagging and then I died.
and it's just a bunch of expletives.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah. I edited that down from about 11 words to 3.
But hopefully again that's not going to be a big problem for them.
Yeah.
We do have our scapegoat, but for them, it really is locking in that flow state. I mean, getting into the energy. Coach Potsy was just saying just before this. Today is just locking in that flow state, being able to keep their mind in the series and not get frustrated. Obviously, last week you have something like Frizzy's controller dilemma where that takes you so out of element, right? It's so easy to just be like, okay, this sucks, but being able to get back into it, lock in is what competition takes.
Yeah, absolutely. That's where they can really prove themselves. They're already facing adversity. If we can see them kind of just start to glide, is glide the right word? Get into that flow state, like you're saying, and
lock in.
Yeah, exactly. And another big thing is Potsy mentioned is they've been saying it, but they really want to be good on using their comms tonight and make sure everybody is able to be where they need to be, and hopefully working together as a cohesive unit.
Right. J-Ray on the screen right now. He's looking locked in. I mean, last week we saw a lot of oftentimes he'll lean back, put his hands behind his head, close his eyes, and lock in that way. Mm-hmm. This is a little different for him today. He's locked in. You saw him focus to small facial movements that often happen when your brain isn't thinking about the rest of the body anymore, and you're thinking about the game in front of you, like a guitar player in Guitar Face, similar things. So that's a good sign, honestly, from him. For Savvy, the big thing is going to be confidence, I do believe, coming into this. I mean, he's had to sit out a couple of games now that I think to get into this and say, hey, I'm on this team for a reason. I'm here to help them get our first map win. That's going to be important for him off the bat. Say, I'm good. I got this. And it is cool to see again Dremo behind them supporting the squad as he's not playing today.
Absolutely, that's a big thing. You want to, even if you're not in the lineup that night, you want to see the guy there supporting the team and just being ready to. No, well, obviously not hop in, but
I mean, there's always the possibility. I don't know what the rules are for subs in this league.
Change on the fly.
I don't know if they allow mid-map subbing, but if they did, well, you got someone ready to go. But of course, he's not warmed up. They're going to avoid that.
At all costs.
At all costs here. Yeah, in line, Frizzy, Neb, J-Ray, and Savvy looking to finally get their first map win against UST here. Neb.
He looks like he's definitely thinking about something. He's locked in. Make sure the comms work.
Yeah, a little kiss to the boys there. That's what it was.
Right up. Smooch for good luck.
I think for a player like Neb, it's really, again, he's going to be that leader that people are going to look to make sure that he's not making mistakes. Mm-hmm. We've seen him make a lot of incredible plays. It's so easy, though, especially coming into a squad, if you have the most experience, I think you might have to do a lot of the work, but it'll be up to him to just lead but still rely on the other guys, because these are capable players. Yeah. And if he can slot himself in nicely, we got map wins today. Yeah. We got a series win today. It's just got to be that lock-in that Coach Potsy was saying, flow state.
Yeah, for sure. And that's another thing, like with a guy with good leadership like that, sometimes good leadership is just being able to be like, I don't have to do this. I don't have to do this, but knowing that your guys have your back, and that gives you that extra confidence as well. So hopefully they've talked about that and decided, like, hey, it's all of us tonight.
Yeah, well, we saw props coming out too. A little smile there from Neb with the props. It's not like I don't think there's from all the losses, any animosity going on in the squad of like, oh man, this player's underperforming, this, et cetera, et cetera. I think it is just what are we doing as a squad, guys? Let's get this together. And again, your side, even those little smiles, those are hard things to fake and pull out convincingly if there really is any animosity going on behind the scenes. So I think the squad's been doing a good job of communicating. They know they're on a college squad as well, right? You know, it's they want to perform and they're doing this for a reason, but they also know there's no reason to hate a fellow player for the losses we've had before.
No, of course not. It's not. It's early in the season as well. There's, I think,
with hard matchups too.
Yeah, with very tough matchups, and I think that that main thing. It's just I'm going to be having fun playing Call of Duty tonight. This needs to kind of be the mindset a little bit going into this.
And let's hope it's fun. I mean, that's that's the big thing. It's like you can have fun and lose, but like winning is still really fun.
Yeah,
it's more fun.
Oh, it's so much more fun to win, especially in Call of Duty. It's arguably not that fun to lose in Call of Duty. But I don't know, unless the whole thing that you really enjoy about the game is just you getting a kill here and there. Yeah, I mean, I guess
it is a dopamine machine.
That's true. Most of my games of Call of Duty are shipment 247, and I'm just smiling, grinning ear to ear the whole time.
Hey, see, sometimes you can have fun even when you're losing. Yeah. It's all about the mentality going. But here today, they're competing as Condors, which is an esports squad, right? Like this is a team, and you're playing in an organized league. You want to show up and you want to perform. So first map win is going to be crucial. We'll see if it happens on 6-star. Again, I said it last matchup that I wouldn't be upset and surprised if they lost their first game or two and then turn it around once they got to the maps they're more familiar with. And as long as they recognize that, they're good. Sure, if we lose this 6-star, it's fine, guys. Don't worry. The trend can still be broken. And we still have 3 Karachi matches in a row that we can take down. Yeah,
exactly. And they, like you said, they know Karachi really well. And I'm excited to see how they play on Karachi. But the 6-star one will be a little bit of a like let's test the waters here. Pardon the pun, I guess.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we'll find out. I mean, one of the hardest hard points on this map is when you're around that bar area. Being able to hold that down was something I saw the Condors struggle with last semester. I guess they probably didn't have a lot of experience on the map overall, but it's a hard point. Definitely looked like there weren't a lot of set plans around what to do. I mean, obviously know their map spawns and where they want to be pushing their opponents and those players, but hopefully this time around we're going to see a little more. It is hard too because you get to around the end of the end of a life cycle of a COD game, and it's like, okay, with the new one coming out in just a couple weeks here, how much effort is going into behind the scenes training? Like, are you really sitting down and studying 80 hours of tape a week for a game that's not going to be existent anymore?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I've definitely heard some of the fellas talking. Just in general, a lot of people are like, I'm almost ready to start playing Black Ops 6, but of course this season is going to be on Modern Warfare 3. Yeah. But I'm excited to see when it does change over how the Black Ops 6 is going to be handled. But it sounds like just people have been enjoying that, and to go and play Modern Warfare 3 again consistently is still something they're getting used to.
That's true. Hey, well, we're getting into it finally. We have St. Thomas on the other side here against the Condors. Andrew, it's first map win time. That's what we're looking for here on 6-star.
I'm ready to go. I'm excited to see what the fellas do and how this first hard point goes.
Yeah, here it is, the one I was talking about around the bar. Sometimes difficult to lock down. I mean, especially with all 3 players gone, you see just how difficult that can end up being. And St. Thomas already taking it back.
Yeah, they moved in there quickly. It was a quick 4-kill feed, and all of a sudden they're all over it. At midpoint there, we got one by Frizzy on Sapo, though. And Neb Savvy also picking up kills. They're retaking that hard point.
Good coordination as well. So you saw all 3 of those kills kind of come in at the exact same time there. What they're trying to do now is make their way back down that quarter and probably try to force those spawns up around the other side. Yeah, that's exactly what they want. They don't want St. Thomas coming from the other side here.
Yeah, they're pushing them back. It's still Savvy holding the hard point. He's pretty much just chilling there, but it looks like they're going to have a couple gunfights here with Frizzy taking over.
Yeah, unfortunately, they do lose a couple gunfights there, but they still were in a good position to be able to rotate around to this hard point. But it is St. Thomas with the top spawns.
Yeah, it's the Safo on or maybe Safo on St. Thomas just picked up a triple kill, and well, the boys are clearing everybody out. They're back on the hard point now. Savvy just got the most recent kill on Haz, and they're blocking off these sight lines.
Yeah, this is a good hold, though, because they are taking the lead here. A couple gunfights lost might push them off that. Good kill there from Frizzy to keep that point uncontested and keep those points loaded in for the Condors. The second one there, Neb is going to take down Vanity, and Condors locking in some points.
Yep. And they just got cleared out, it looks like, by Slicks, but they are circling now around the back of the map. Savvy, I guess, trying to force that spawn or come up against Vanity here.
They'll be looking for next point as well, because we only have about 3 seconds left. So that next one's going to be popping into existence in just a moment. And you see the Condors wanted to circle around that so that they could make sure that the spawn for St. Thomas was away from it.
Nice. Yeah, get a little bit of a flank going almost too, it seems like. And, well, they just cleared out the hard point there with Frizzy picking up a kill. Headshot on Haz. And it's quickly contested again by the St. Thomas squad here.
Unfortunately there, Condor's going to go down. That's going to be St. Thomas on the point. And a no kill there is going to keep all St. Thomas nice and close to that point. It's going to be a hard one for them to get back. Condor starting to trail a little bit, but it's still definitely a close matchup here between the Condors and St. Thomas, as the Condor is struggling very much to get onto this next point.
A couple of kills picked up there by the boys, though. J-Ray, Neb just picked one up, and they're going to slowly start moving in. Neb is coming around. He kind of backtracked, actually moved into the middle of the map there. We see Savvy kind of holding off this sideline here with hardpoint just ended.
Yeah. This is a lot of difficulty around the bar for them to try and push past, but they are at least having a chokehold there that they get 2 kills. Savvy shutting down Vanity and Hayes. We talked about confidence coming into this. That's going to help a lot. About a lot of time for the Condors to be able to lock down that outside there. Good kill for Neb. 2-piece as well. Unfortunately, J-Ray and Savvy dropped, but at least they still have point.
Yep, Neb's still holding it on here. He's got another. Oh, he just got taken down. Maybe a bit of the caster curse. It's happening so fast. And yeah, St. Thomas is back on the hard point now, but the boys are coming through that main side.
Yeah, this is a lot difficult there. You saw Slicks with a nice little flank there inside the room, shutting down any sight lines out the window that Condors would have had. It looks like Condors are just going to flip at this point. They're going to have to give up on that point with 10 seconds left. There's no reason to fight for that bottom point.
Right. About a 40-point game now, so we'll see how it goes in terms of the spawn. And well, they start off on this first hard point here, or sorry, this next hard point here.
Unfortunate for Neb there, got caught out as we have St. Thomas players trying to make their way in, but that chokehold is working wonders for the Condors right now. They are still locked in with 80 points on the board. It's going to start to get contested, and pushed off is Neb. He has to back up and wait for his teammates to come back in before he can push.
Yeah, they're all starting to do this push again.
Beautiful.
Neb with 2 kills.
That's what you love to see,
Back
Neb.
to back.
That patience. That was the key. I was just talking about he needed to wait for the support from his teammates. He waited just long enough to get that 2-piece and get back on point and start getting those points on the board.
There's another one for Neb. He's holding down this hard point. Really looking down that sight line, want to make sure nobody comes from that side. Another one for Neb.
Yeah, Neb is locking it in right now. That's what you want to see too, but he's got his teammates helping him out. Frizzy on the outside, locking down that staircase, and that stops any of St. Thomas trying to make their way up and keep them locked out too, as Condors do need to make their way down to the pool side.
Yeah. Neb with another one there. I believe he's on a 6 kill streak right now, so that is some really exceptional work from him. Oh, and once again, caster curse.
You need to stop talking.
Yeah. I'll start talking about St. Thomas. Hopefully I can jinx them a little bit.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I like it.
There's 2 by Slicks. And another one by Vanity. Look, St. Thomas has picked up the point.
Yeah, no, and they've also got spawns too. It's going to be harder for the Condors to get across. See those wide open lanes the Condors have to cross? This is not easy for J-Ray right now. He's got to somehow get that player that's hiding around the corner away from him, because he's just got so much space he's got to cover. And you can see it's not going to happen.
Right now, Neb is chasing down the flanker number Haz, rather his name was. But he kind of lost him there, and you can see on the map they're just kind of waiting on that last that last spot at the back there.
Well, the problem with Safo there, too, just getting a three-piece. That's hurts the Condors, too. They are trying to set themselves down up on the bottom, though, so they do have a nice wide split here. If they can lock down the bar area. Great first kill there for J-Ray. And a second one for Neb. Frizzy's got the third. That buys them a lot of time as they try to rock themselves around to that point. And they're sneaking in. Last kill on point. They've got it in now. They just need to spread across and get that spawn for St. Thomas in an uncomfortable position.
Yeah, they're holding down the hard point now. It looks like there's another one for J-Ray, one for Frizzy, and they've really got, well, they've got control over it now as the hard point is.
Ooh, unfortunate. You really thought that J-Ray would have had that one. At least the rest of the team's locking it in, and he's still got a good spawn. You see he'll be back in the fight in just a moment here, but he wants to take that bottom site to make sure there's no flankers and to make sure those spawns stay in an unfortunate position for St. Thomas. The rest of the team locking it in real good. Neb and Savvy locking things tight.
Got a nice spread by the boys. There's only really one way that the St. Thomas team can come in through here, and well, you see them starting to move over to that last.
Oh, beautiful. I got to give a shout out again to J-Ray. The fact that he had already preemptively for the team, moved his way down here, and get a kill. That's going to be massive, actually, for the squad. Getting on point. Can he get a second one? He saw the player. He knows they're there. J-Ray, make that sneaky move. Shut him down, baby. That's what we love to see. The rest of the squad lost the point, but it doesn't matter. J-Ray is forcing St. Thomas away. Keep it up, my man. Another one, please. Not quite, but about so much time for the Condors.
Yeah, J-Ray really popped off right there. He just made sure to clear out the whole St. Thomas team, give the boys some time to hold that point. And now we see St. Thomas back on the point.
Yeah.
Kind of blocking down that main access point there.
Unfortunately, has had a good move there that allowed St. Thomas to get themselves back in there with 12 seconds left. He'll get a decent amount of points on the board. Condor's not too far behind at 150 to the 190 here, but obviously that 40-point trail is going to hurt them as they get to that 200 mark for St. Thomas. And 250 is where they'll end up losing.
Yeah. Still within reach, though, a 45-point game right now, and they're back on the hard point now, right at the bar area, that one that they've struggled with a little bit, but been a bit better this game at holding it down for sure.
Absolutely. I think you're right. They've done a lot better now. Great flank there from Neb. 2 on the board. Doesn't even need to. His teammates there. J-Ray helping him out. Condors locked it in. They've been great on this point, actually. Just to let's rephrase how you said they've been good. They've been great. Yeah. Every time they get to this point, it's been good for them. 166, still a long way to go here. I think they're finally going to lose it, though, as St. Thomas tries to make their way in.
There's Frizzy holding it down. A couple kills. Neb coming in to back him up, you know. Unfortunately, Neb goes down, but Savvy gets one. Savvy gets 2, and they're still holding on to that point. Savvy with a third one.
You'll love to see it. Savvy. What are you talking about making funny and being nice? Yeah. You're going to make it very hard for us to be mean here. Wonderful, wonderful play for the Condors. We do lose Frizzy in dramatic fashion. Neb just restoring some health here around the corner. Not ready. Got caught in a sprint. And St. Thomas is going to take over this point past the 200 mark now. Condors have to be very careful.
Yeah, they've really got to get back in there before it gets too far away from them, but they're within 30 points or 35 points at the moment, so.
J-Ray is feeling it today, baby. Definitely my MVP for this map. Neb not too far behind, though, and Savvy making a name for himself, too.
Yeah, J-Ray is, like you said before the game, he was locking in, and he's proving it right now. He must be in some sort of flow state, you know.
And, well, we saw it yet, too, again, especially before we're talking about the guitar face.
Yeah.
We saw the game face on him. But unfortunately, with 230 on the board, whole 50 points away is a win for the Condors. They're trying to lock next point down, but is it going to be enough?
Mm-hmm. They're going to have to play some really shut-down defense here in terms of just locking it up and making sure that, well, there's only 14 more points that St. Thomas can get before they win, so.
Ooh, actually, this might actually work out for them. Maybe. No, that flank. I was hoping they'd be able to get a flank behind here. But, yeah, that's huge now for St. Thomas. A good valiant effort, but there were a couple points that just slipped away for the Condors. No first map win, but I got to say, a much better performance than I've seen a lot of times before on 6-star. But lock it in, guys. It's okay. It's one map. Don't let it get you down yet. You're still good. You see it immediately. Coach Potsy gets in there and says, guys, stick it together. Yeah. Let's go. We're still fine. We're still good. That's I'm reading lips right now. He's like, what do you have to worry about? It's okay. Like, we're fine, guys. Just keep locked in. See, that's exactly what he was saying.
Yeah, it looks. I'm pretty sure that's what the hand movement for that is. Right above your head. We're doing fine, guys. But they really did. Really did play a lot more confidently. You could see on that map. Neb was stringing together kills. They were all winning gunfights when they needed to. It just wasn't quite enough with some of the rotations. I think a little bit there.
I think smart play. A lot of it came from Neb. I mean, his ability to play. Think about the long game. Helped keep the Condors in that a lot. We saw J-Ray playing absolutely phenomenal on making sure to play that support. I mean, he was playing those faraway lanes really well, just playing those solo lanes, and that helped the rest of the Condors stay on points a little bit longer than they might have been able to otherwise.
Yeah, absolutely. J-Ray was really, I mean, you could see a lot of the kills he was getting were like he was shooting a guy in the side, like he was just in the right spot and holding down those lanes. Like you said, I'm excited to see how it'll go on Karachi and Search and Destroy. But they do seem a lot more confident tonight.
No, there's definitely a flow state being felt. Of course, obviously a loss disrupts that a little bit. You might even start thinking to yourself, if we're in flow state and we still lose a map, what hope is there? But no, you guys got this. You guys know your S&D's been solid. Again, 3 of these players had been just practicing some S&D. It was one that historically the Condors maybe weren't the strongest at before, but it's looked so much better this semester around in this league play. So I'm excited to see if they can lock it down on Karachi now. This is something that technically we don't actually see Karachi S&D a lot, but I'm hoping that just the map familiarity and the fact that they've been working on S&D is going to show up huge for them.
Yeah. Like anything, practice can really help out. So hopefully it pays off for the guys. And they look like they're getting in the zone again. J-Ray's still making that locked-in face. We got Neb pondering deeply, and Frizzy checking highlights. Definitely checking highlights on the phone there.
He's on Twitter or something.
Yeah.
No, he's got it's fine. I think the squad overall has been locking. Again, talking about Savvy too on the far side there. We saw a few times where Savvy was cleaning up. Whenever time we were jumping over to him. So if he can keep getting those kills, that's going to help the squad out massively. For Frizzy, oftentimes I've seen Frizzy was doing great too, but oftentimes you've seen him, topping the scoreboard. So if he can light it up in the next match too, we're good. But again, it's S&D, a little slower. They're not going to, that flow state's not going to be as massive, especially for some like J-Ray that was used to that movement. And as someone that played back in the day too, it was like there's something about constantly having kills to go for. It's just this beautiful dance you play on the map, but it's going to change on S&D, right? You got to slow that down a little bit.
For sure, yeah. But that's when you sometimes find yourself in a weird mismatch. And if you're in that flow state, you can almost, defy the odds. Maybe you're in a 3v1, and that's when you pull something out.
Yes, that's a good. Yes, right? If you can, I think if we find J-Ray in a clutch moment where he's got to clutch it out, that where I think he's going to shine a lot on here. Now, obviously, S&D's prime for having a player be able to flank. So hopefully, he's still going to be able to find his position in this. When it's not just kill after kill. But map 2, Andrew, we're still looking for that first map win.
I'm excited. I can feel it. I'm not going to say who I think is going to win because I don't want to cast a curse to anybody.
Yeah, you're not allowed to make any predictions.
Somebody will win this map.
Oh, no, an early take there. J-Ray, player we were just talking about, immediately shut down. Watch out on the rooftops there. Neb is going to snipe one out. Frizzy trying to make his way to point. He saw someone. He saw the body, shut him down. A little long to take the kill there. He got a couple on the site itself, but that's fine. Bomb down at mid. That's all they have to do is wait.
Yeah, that was a nice play by Frizzy to even things back up. And they know the bomb's there as well, which is a great advantage when you're on defense. Looks like Slicks is going for the plant right now.
Yeah, it's going to be a B-side plant. They know that now. They're going to have to make their way around. Honestly, Neb in a decent spot to make that wide flank, but in Call of Duty, you don't have a lot of time here to get yourself back to it. 40 seconds, and they're going to be done, especially with Neb as that last alive.
He's got to cover a lot of distance, which is not favorable for him right now.
No.
But nothing is impossible. He's got 2 guys to pick off and defuse that bomb.
Problem, though, is they've got rooftops as well. There's going to be one he's got. They are try to shut them down, but 2 players to get past where they know where you are as well. Oh, good insight, though. We knew a player would be on stairs watching that round on the barricade, but unfortunately, when you got 2 lines of sight on a cross like that, it becomes near impossible to make your way in.
Yeah, he was out in the open for a surprising amount of time, considering where the 2 guys were positioned.
I think, again, just the fact that he had tagged the first guy, like he's like, hey, I know where you are.
Spooked him a little bit.
It really helped, yeah, but unfortunately it does give the opponents time to set up that second player and say, okay, well, we know where you are now.
Yeah.
We're going to make sure that any path you have towards this site is cut off.
Yeah.
Well, now we're on attack. We'll see how we handle this. Round 1 going to St. Thomas.
Yep, looks like we're going to come around the A side. Neb on bomb. He's going to backtrack after taking a few shots there.
Yeah, but I think this is good, though. We got the intel we needed. The A site might be clear. They start to make their way in here, but gunfights are about to abound in just a moment. You see the squad setting up. Right now it's J-Ray and Frizzy getting themselves set up to flank around there. First kill on the board for the Condors. We're at advantage.
We're watching Savvy right now. He took a few shots and got back into cover.
Look at this, though. J-Ray on that flank. He's the player we talked about. If you want a flanker in these maps today, J-Ray's your guy.
Yeah, he's so fluid with his movement of the character. You know, he's came around that corner, found the guy, no problem. Guy was dead before he turned around.
Ooh, unfortunately, we do lose player out mid, Frizzy off the board, but 3-2 with a bomb planted. This is a good position for the Condors to be in. And again, Savvy watching that sight line from the side there. Back at Diner, we do have Neb. Unfortunately, Neb disappears off the map. J-Ray will clean it up, though. Still 2 players against 1. They've got to have this. There's no way they don't.
J-Ray is on the move. He's going to try and get that flank.
Yeah, this should be it. J-Ray's looking right on the outside of Bus there, and there it is. You'll have to see it. Great plays there. That is exactly what we wanted. We talked about it just before the map. We wanted to see. We got to see it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, really great round by J-Ray there. I think he picked up 3 that round, and he was coming up behind everybody. He knew exactly where they were going to be and just played his game.
That he did. The Condors, 1 round on the board against St. Thomas. Quite a few more to go, though, if they want that map win.
Absolutely, yeah. Quite a few more rounds. This is going to be, you know, probably a longer match of Search and Destroy. Maybe not the full 11 like last week's game, but it's been an even matchup so far.
Hey, why not? Let's go the distance. Look at all that. Util thrown out across the board. Thankfully, none of our players dropped as a result of it.
Looks like all 3 of St. Thomas are lined up, and the one straggler taken down by J-Ray.
Ooh, Savvy's got good line of sight. Beautiful pick.
Yep. And we've got right now it's Frizzy. He knows that guy is up there. He's kind of waiting for him to peek.
Oh, there it is. Got a little tag, but unfortunately no kill. And then he, good sniper knows, relocate, and that's what they're doing right now, trying to find that bomb carrier.
Yeah, trying to confuse them a little bit, trying to make sure.
Oh.
And Frizzy's just taken down by Safo.
They had the ADS first, too, but unfortunately, just more shot lasered on target there. More Safo.
And there's Neb, drops the bomb carrier, so now they, I don't know if he would know that that's the bomb carrier, but he got one down.
Well, doesn't matter if they know it's the bomb carrier or not. They got both of St. Thomas down. Another win on the board for the Condors. Savvy, all he had to do is call out, hey, I see that last guy. Doesn't matter that he only got a couple bullets tagged. It had opened up the route for J-Ray to be able to finish it off.
Mm-hmm. Another great round by J-Ray there. I think picking up 2 kills. And, yeah, really, really helping the Condors through this one.
This is the J-Ray we wanted to see. Locked in, focused, ready to go. Savvy, honestly, I think he's been holding his sight lines really well. The comms have been solid for the squad, too. You see how fast this information is being spread around to the rest of the squad. We'll see now, though, as they go on attack. Huge rush towards that site. First kill for Neb. He backs out knowing that immediately he's going to be sharked on by the rest of the squad. Great kill from Neb. Good presence of mind to get out of there.
J-Ray just picked one up out by the B bomb site as well. So they're now up 4-2. In terms of, guys left on the map right now.
Ooh, big gunfight here. Got the Simtech out. No connection there. Savvy through the smoke is just trying to make a pick here. Relocate. I don't know if his opponent saw him. Vanity is going to back out, though, come around the corner. That actually might be good for Savvy. If he can see his head there, get the kill. Come on, Savvy. Not quite. You think it might be good, but at least for the Condors, they know where those players are. And with the bomb down, they can just watch sight from the rooftops. J-Ray's got good vantage point as well.
And there he was to clean up that extra one. Again, J-Ray putting the team on his back here a little bit. Just some incredible play. I mean, they've all been playing well, but but J-Ray, just the highlights for sure.
The rest of the squad playing well is giving J-Ray this freedom to do what J-Ray does. All J-Ray needs to do is flank the spots he knows. Hey, do I have some sort of intel a player might be around here? What's my intuition telling me? And then when I get the hard comms from my squad where players are, now I can move around where I need to go to. It's just been phenomenal. Squad across the board. It feels, from my perspective, the comms are beautiful right now. They're so clean.
Yeah, they're definitely working like a well-oiled machine. That's a tongue twister. They're working like a well-oiled machine right now, and they're just in the right places. And that's, like you said, because of the comms. Quick one for Frizzy right there as well to get the round started off. Yeah,
nice laser from the AR there, but no second for him. But they got the intel of where that player was, so they can set up accordingly. It feels like they might suspect potentially a B push, but they don't want to give up on that A site yet. So we do have those line of sights being held, of course, over there by J-Ray. And there's a good kill from Neb. That buys them a lot of space. They also know, okay, we can maybe move up just a little bit here. We'll see what Neb does. I think he's still going to hold that corner.
And he gets another one right there. Definitely saw that guy coming a little bit.
Condors.
There's the round. Yeah.
You'll love to see it. 4 on board. Karachi looking like it might be the time. One time they could get their map win. This might be the moment for them. And now it's time to steamroll from here on out. But they can't celebrate just yet. It's not over.
Yeah, I'm not going to say anything about who I think is going to win because, as we know, but looking good for a certain team right now.
Say St. Thomas so that.
Yeah, St. Thomas. St. Thomas, I think, has this one in the bag.
yeah, absolutely. Hey, now that might, because we're sarcastic, that actually might have reversed. Anyway, we'll find out now as we head in. Trophies out. They're going to try to lock down the ruins in center there. The bomb hanging out in mid as well. Savvy's trying to make that move around, and unfortunate, I guess, a missed ledge grab there before he gets taken out, and that's a lot of the Condors gone. Ooh. Not good. That bomb and not in a good spot as well.
There's one for Frizzy, though.
We'll see if this is the time Frizzy can set it up.
Yeah, this is something, Frizzy, I've heard talk about having clutch moments, and I think if there's any time that it could happen, it would be now. So let's see what he does. He knows where that bomb is. He had a feeling they're probably going to be close by.
Oh, I mean, not even a feeling. It'd be very silly for them to leave the bomb alone. Right now, Frizzy has a tall order in front of him, 30 seconds. They get that bomb, get it planted. First kill potentially through the wall. He's going to go in with the pistol kill, but he's not going to find it. St. Thomas, a good early start for St. Thomas on that round. You almost have to say it's over. Frizzy didn't give up, but yeah, that's a nigh impossible task for him.
Yeah. He made a good start, but yeah, just overwhelming in terms of the amount of St. Thomas players all over, dispersed throughout the map there. And well, let's see how they do on defense. They're going to be. I don't know what they're going to do yet. I can't wait for the round to start, but we'll kind of start looking at where they're going once it goes.
It's been pretty good, solid setup for them so far. A lot of times they've had Savvy down on that B site, watching the bridge, making sure no one's coming over the wall. But it looks like an A rush now for St. Thomas. That comms is going to be sent out to the rest of the squad. You're going to see them move in real quick now. Frizzy making his way over as well.
Neb goes down, and so does Savvy.
Yeah, that's going to be a nice clear spot there for the bomb plant on A. And unfortunately, Frizzy can't take down as J-Ray getting slicks, but a big order for him as well. 3 left, and a bomb defuse. Good luck.
Not a lot of time to do a lot of things, unfortunately.
Well, we'll see. J-Ray's the one that's been locked in today. I can just turn around the corner here. Where are the rest of the players? He's trying to get his line of sights here. Down corner, might be able to pick off 2, but with 2 aiming straight at you, not going to happen. St. Thomas starting to pull things back here, only a 1 map difference, or a round difference.
Yep. Yeah, they just knew he was about to be there. You can see the bullet trails from both guns. That was tall order for Jay right there.
If he had gotten that first line of sight before the other player came around, that actually might have been a winnable gunfight. Unfortunately, you had two players already turned the corner around the vending machine, the line of sight on you, ADS ready to go. You're not surviving that.
Yeah, no. It looks like the Condors are gonna be moving towards. 3 of them going towards A.
A rush again. But they got to watch out. There are 2 players from St. Thomas waiting for them over on the other side of the counter there. At least one is taken down, but they should know the other one's there. And unfortunately, mid-slide, no ADS, no pre-fire. Neb is going to clean it up here. He's got bomb, but yeah, he is not in a good position. Again, just being down a player. Oh, he's got information where they are. He might be able to get line of sight. Is he going to make that rotate around to B? Potentially, I'm not sure. Let's watch what St. Thomas does. I think they want that escape route. Yeah, they definitely do. Neb, watching that line of sight. He's going to be able to pick off one. Not quite. Get out of there, Neb. Turns around for the fight, maybe. Yeah. Hoping to juke them out. St. Thomas not fooled by the move and will be able to tie things up.
Yeah, absolutely. He was... I don't know. I don't know. Like watching his vantage point, why turn around right there? I guess it's try and get the fake, but it was like the guy didn't stop shooting yet. By the time
it's a mind game thing. You know, you want to
for sure.
Hey, they're not going to expect me to do this silly thing and poke back up, but
they want to beat him they do want to beat him to B, so it makes sense that they would maybe let off immediately as seeing him turn around, but it didn't pay off for him right there, unfortunately.
Well, now with things tied up, the Condors have some serious thinking to do. There's a lot of round losses in a row that can start to sink in, but lock in. You guys still got this. You got 4 to begin with. You can get a couple more.
Looks like St. Thomas is going for a bit of a split push here with 2 men on A and 2 kind of mid circling around B.
Crew's coming in. Jay Ray, who are you going to hit? Lock someone in. At least forces them inside here. It doesn't connect with anyone, but
definitely gives them some intel on where they might be as well.
Well, yeah, and it does give your teammates enough time to rotate around to B. That's what they wanted, and that's what they did. Now they're going to try to shark up behind. Look at the flank going on right now. Frizzy and Savvy going to try to make their way around there, but a gunfight happening around Diner. And that's going to be A site opened up now for St. Thomas. They're going to be able to get the bomb planted. We at least did trade 1, but a 2v3.
A lot of stuff's got to go right here for Conestoga in order to get this defuse. It's now a 1v3 as Frizzy went down. We've got Savvy kind of circling around the back here, seeing if he can pick off a few in the flank before going for that defuse.
He's going to make his way around the back, though. Savvy does find one, connects with it, but there's the gunfire from St. Thomas's squad. And now we have
Conestoga on the rope.
Yeah, St. Thomas on match point.
Yeah, that was a quick, really a quick turn in the momentum there. I think they expected after winning those 3 in a row, Conestoga, that they were almost done.
That's what I said. Unfortunately, don't celebrate yet.
Yeah.
Well, we'll find out if Condors have the mental fortitude to lock things in here. They'll need 2 in a row, but I think they got this. You saw props coming out. They're still locked in, ready to go. They have to make the right calls, though. That's the big thing here is the strategy side of things. It's not just the gunfights. They're going to take a push straight down mid there. Neb does land a couple of shots, so they do know one at least is on A. What does that mean the rest of the team's going to do, though? Cross the site there. We do lose Frizzy yet again. And the Condors do finally make a push around to A. What a sneaky approach there. They make it think that they're going to go for that B push underneath maybe. And now they've got that A site to themselves. Not quite, though. Savvy loses his gunfight, but
Slicks just got taken out by his own man.
Hey, we'll take that. Thank you, St. Thomas.
Yeah, that gives them a bit of time. It doesn't look like they're going to go for the plant quite yet.
No, they probably want to make them fake them out and think they're going to. They might actually go for the fake out. Yep. Oh, there's no. Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah, if we got that kill, then it would have been huge. But now we just have the bomb carrier left. Ooh, okay, Neb. Getting one piece there, but both sites are going to be covered. You have Sappho and Haz watching both exits here. Neb, what are you going to take? Oh, it looks like you might want to go for the A site, but you're going to be watched out there, of course, by the bus stop. That's a really difficult situation. A smile coming out from Neb. He's like, oh, maybe, what was I doing there? Or that was hard, or whatever he said. Unfortunate. They were so close to the final map, or the chance to get their first map win, Andrew, and it just did not come through.
Yeah, a little bit unfortunate. It was. It seemed like everything was going right at the start of that search and destroy match. You know, you had Jay Ray just strung together 5 kills. You had the Predator missile, or sorry, cruise missile for it, and unfortunately, just St. Thomas just kind of figured out what they were doing a little bit. It almost seemed like.
It was a lot of the gunfight. Well, Condors did switch up their game playing quite significantly, and well, that's not necessarily or inherently a bad thing. You don't want to be too predictable, right?
Yeah.
You know, if you kept savvy on that B site, and just holding that line of sight, eventually they're going to know. We know where he is. We'll take a different approach here. We'll just throw some Zemtex at him and make a rush on it.
Yeah.
They'll eventually figure that out. So the switch up is necessary. Unfortunately, the switch ups just didn't work out for them.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. They just kind of, it's like, they almost sucked themselves out in a way, if that makes sense. Like they were just like, it's working, and all of a sudden, I think that just that one, because that 4-2 point was a close round. You thought maybe Condors could have taken a 5.
Oh yeah, I definitely still thought they were locked in for this.
Yeah, and quick turnaround there, and St. Thomas just kind of rode the wave.
Right.
Yeah, they were winning. They were winning a lot of the gunfights, like you said, in that later half of the search and destroy match, where you'd have even sometimes the first shot being landed on them, and they'd quickly pick a guy off. So it's a little bit of an unfortunate thing, but the Condors got to try and see. We're back on Karachi, and let's see if we can run it back for control here.
We'll find out in a few moments. The team is taking a little bit of a break here, get their heads back in the game, something we see the squad do quite often, to go stretch the legs, get the blood flowing, and get themselves prepped for before. So after this, we'll find out if the Condors can get a reverse sweep and at least get their first map win.
Yeah, we're hoping for that tonight. I'm not going to make any predictions.
That was my break call. We're going to go for a break.
Oh, we get to go. Oh, I'm sorry. Do it one more time.
Let's go to break.
Condors Esports is innovating intercollegiate gaming in Ontario and beyond. We've built a community where you can compete, play, and work in a dynamic program accessible from all campuses.
Condors Esports is more than just gaming. Here, you'll find empowerment and inspiration in state-of-the-art facilities equipped with the latest technologies and unwavering support.
We are varsity athletes, turning victories into championships as high-performing gamers.
We are relentless, constantly pushing our limits and pursuing excellence through every match.
We are Condors. Gaming connects us on campus or online, all through best-in-class equipment.
We're building a foundation of experience, powered by our passion, in developing skills that drive personal and professional success.
We are eager students transforming our dreams into careers in dynamic and emerging industries.
Condors Esports goes beyond gaming, fostering enduring friendships, unforgettable experiences, and meaningful connections.
This is your chance to transform your passion for video games, esports, and technology into something impactful. Learn how Conestoga is introducing Condors Esports to your campus and connect with fellow Condors striving to soar.
We
are Condors.
Welcome back to the Conestoga Esports Hub. We're ready to get into, I'm going to bring it into existence, our first map win.
I don't know if I should say anything or not.
Let's cut his mic. He's off the...
I've had mixed results.
We joked in that last round in S&D. We said, okay, just tell them, say St. Thomas is doing well. Because
I said
we did it ironically.
Yeah.
It cursed itself. The reverse cast the curse. Well,
the reverse curse. That rhymes.
Yeah. Well, we're not here to write raps. No. We're here, well, unless maybe there's a lot of fast play-by-play to do. But we're here to watch the Condors hopefully win here. I'm Leif and Andrew is with me. We're hoping at this point that they can get their first map win. It has to be a reverse sweep. Losing that one hurts, especially when you're up 4-1 on that S&D. We are going back into Karachi again.
Yeah. Hopefully that break, gave the guys some time to just kind of really recenter, really like figure out what they were doing, because they were doing a lot of things right at the beginning of that match.
Yep.
And that's something that they can build a little momentum off of if they don't let themselves get too bogged down around, well, how the second half went, unfortunately.
Yeah. I'm worried again just about the mental. Sometimes it's hard, seeing Savvy and he was talking, he's like, I had 2 kills with 1,400 damage. And it's like, yeah, it's frustrating when you feel like you're tagging opponents and then not getting the kills after. I wonder, though, if he looked at assists, because there were a lot of times where that information, just from even getting a couple tags, it makes it easier for your opponent or your teammates to get those kills and clean up. It also gives the information, right? So it's not always a bad thing to just not be getting the kills. Obviously, you want to be getting the kills. And if you can, it's a good thing to do. But we saw Savvy, even on our first map on 6-star, locking in a lot of kills too.
Yeah, for sure. He's been playing well tonight. He's been proven that he does belong on the team, so he doesn't need to really get in his head about being like all Swedish, no finish in terms of hockey terms. But 1,400 damage is quite a 100 damage would be a kill in theory, and just unfortunately not able to finish everyone off there.
Well, let's find if it happens. Karachi back at it again with Conestoga on defense against St. Thomas, who are on match point for the series. But the Condors know they can do well on Karachi with control, and I'm very excited to see our first map win here.
Yeah, right off the bat, we got a few trades. Savvy on the most recent one took down Haz, and we're seeing Neb is in pursuit of a guy on top of the building here. He's
dead
down by Savvy. Yeah. J-Ray picks one up as well on the other side of the map. J-Ray was another one, and Neb takes down Haz. They're really at least putting up the numbers here in terms of kills.
This is amazing positioning right now for the Condors as they're on defense. They're trying to lock down A. They're going to make sure that flank doesn't come around. You see Vanity trying to push himself around to that B side to see if he can at least sneak up on the Condors and get some kills, and he does manage to get one. That's going to be Savvy taken down, but J-Ray gets one of his own on Slicks. But look at how St. Thomas is held off those points so well by the Condors. Unfortunately for Vanity, or for us, Vanity does manage to get a critical kill there that allows St. Thomas to move on point.
Yep. Now Conestoga is kind of circling back, trying to make their way over to that A point before they can get another tick or complete the point. And some trades there, but still being held by St. Thomas, unfortunately.
Yeah, no, unfortunately, that is going to be a lockdown there. Unless Savvy can clutch it out. Woo! That was a massive, massive win there to make sure that St. Thomas can't get that last tick. They don't get the extra minute on the board. And now the Condors just have to keep one person watching A while the rest go and try to shut down that B capture.
Now got Neb moving in, takes one down. He's going to try and get in on that point.
Oh, Neb, let's go!
The wall bang.
That's huge. Time ticking down, 15 seconds. The Condors lock it in, but they do have to watch that A site. St. Thomas is starting to make their way there. Massive kill for St. Thomas. And now that last tick might come in here. J-Ray trying to clean things up. He sends out the frag, and that's not going to connect with anyone. Final point or tick is collected, and another minute on the board. St. Thomas trying to clutch things out.
Yep. The kills are very even right now, 13-13. Completely even. And that's just quickly changed. Has picks one up, and it's back to even. And now Conestoga's up by 1 kill, so they really need to keep locking down B here and try not to, lose their last 11.
Well, all they have to do is lock down on defense here, but unfortunately, a death there for Frizzy will bring us down to 10 lives left. The Condors going to be working with 1 life left for each of them. Please, Neb! He split his targets there and couldn't connect with either. And that's going to be St. Thomas trying to move on to the point. Condor still in a good position, though, to lock things down in the corridor. Frizzy lost again. J-Ray down. 6 lives, 5 lives left for the Condors as St. Thomas tries to make their way onto the slot. And there's Savvy, at least one. Not going to connect with the second. Condors in a very difficult position now as St. Thomas on the point, locking in at 21 seconds. And the Condors with only 3 lives left.
Yep. There's, right now it's J-Ray. He's in a big gunfight. Couple of big kills, one for Neb and Savvy, another one for Neb. They've only got the 1 life left in Neb.
Unfortunately, St. Thomas wasn't just the lives that they won out there, it was the actual points. A lot of interesting positioning around the midfield after the halfway point on this. Once St. Thomas got that split, it did feel like a lot of chaos started to ensue for positioning from everyone. They had a good early spawn trap at the beginning where they held St. Thomas in, but it was, I got to give a shout out to, I believe it was Has had an incredible kill over closer to B site that allowed St. Thomas in the first place to move on to A.
Yeah, they moved. They really moved in quickly right after they had made all that momentum there. And right now, to start things off, we got Slick taking down Neb. There's one for Savvy guarding that B site, or sorry, A site. Frizzy takes up the guy on top.
A lot of good couple kills there. Almost got the second tick, but Has.
Yeah, Has and Safo just cleaned up the whole Conestoga team right there in the middle. And we'll see another push from the guys.
Well, we'll find out in just a moment if the gun fights, because that A site tick is going to be lost in a moment as St. Thomas starts to block out the Condors. Big gunfight here in the hotel. Can they get the win? It's 2v1. Come on, you got to get this kill. They're dancing, and finally we lose a Condor on the other side of the map. And we lose this gunfight as well. 2 down below. Neb's still alive. Savvy's getting one of his own there. Finally, Neb shuts down the guy he was chasing the whole time. They're going to just commit to B. Why not? Get the trophies down. Don't lose any lives here. See if you can get a couple ticks at least. That's going to give you a good chance later for those splits.
Right, yeah, they've got a good setup right now at B, the 2 of them guarding it. And J-Ray just picks one up, blocking down B. He's looking at the alleyway to try and get this number, try and get Has, who's peeking around the corner there. Yeah, it's just such a slight angle. He gets the kill.
Beautiful kill there, although the Condors, an extra minute on the board, not in the best position to get themselves back on A. A little split up here. We'll find out if they can at least get a couple sneaky kills that'll put them in a good position. An even gunfight. It is 18-18, now 18-17. Great kill there from J-Ray, but he gets taken down as well.
Yeah, that was a big one by J-Ray. Unfortunately, he went down, but there's Savvy to keep it going, and he's going to try and hold down this building, taken down, unfortunately, by Slicks. Now we've got Neb kind of finding his way over to a sightline for A. Neb's up in this kind of little alcove there.
He's on vacation.
Yeah, he's a little bit of downtime before they start really pushing again for that A site. This A site's almost more difficult, it seems like, in the later game. I may be wrong about that.
Yeah, well, generally you want to get that A site first if you can there. Come on. Great kill there. A-Site still not in a good position to move in. 13-11. The life advantage is for St. Thomas, but not by a significant amount. Although that might start to mount if the Condors can't get themselves on to A-Site. 26 seconds left now. Condors, please, big gunfight. Frizzy, you saw the frustration on his face as well. J-Ray, his turn to lock in, but he's got 2 people on him. And of course, grenade in your face is not going to go well for you. Now, 13 seconds left. The Condors need to get themselves onto that site. They lost a lot of time here, but a good first kill there. Can they get on site? They try to lock in, but there's 2 of St. Thomas players shutting down the advance onto A-Site. 0 seconds left. And St. Thomas, another win. Again, it feels like they start so well, and then they cannot get themselves back into a favorable position. It's that slow creep of power from St. Thomas that becomes overwhelming.
Yeah, they really they're very steadfast. It almost seems like St. Thomas, I don't know if that's the right word for that, but yeah, it's later in these rounds that St. Thomas is just unbreakable almost.
Yeah.
And like I mentioned, and you confirmed, because it was a suspicion of mine, that A-Site is so out in the open, it seems like a very hard point to take as a second one when you're on offense there.
Yeah, because everyone just locks in. When you keep that B-Site open as a potential split, it forces your opponents to keep someone on that side of the map watching.
Right.
If you complete it the entire way through, sure, you get that extra minute, but it also puts you in a position where your opponents know you have to go to A-Site.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, and you can see it there. They were just all the sight lines they had blocked off for A. Just Conestoga couldn't penetrate there.
Well, St. Thomas
There's
still,
one for J-Ray.
It's good because we started this way before, but St. Thomas in that spawn trap there, over in the corner there, Neb is really trying to lock them down.
Got chased up the stairs by 2 St. Thomas players there, unfortunately.
Right. They make their way out, but they aren't on site yet. The Condors still doing a good job. J-Ray, can you get a second one? Goes for the melee. Can't connect, but it is buying a lot of time. I mean, the Condors are still keeping them locked in. They have a great life advantage right now so far early on. To have 4 ahead is wonderful. Oh, lap damage, no kill. There's at least one for Frizzy. They're keeping them off that A site with 30 seconds left. This is wonderful, and they've got a good hold that B push can't come out either from St. Thomas.
Yeah, some pretty good positioning right now from Conestoga. Let's see if they can kind of keep them off. There's one pick on A for St. Thomas. And yeah, Sappho and Slicks just really cleaning up the boys there, unfortunately.
Yeah, this is unfortunate right now because the Condors are going to have to deal with an extra minute on the board as they full lockdown B. It looks like they thought maybe someone would have been trying to make that early advance, which usually you'll see from a team that's about to cap A. But that did bite St. Thomas before when they tried to do that. So they seemingly have learned. They got to watch alleyway by the dumpster.
Yeah, we've got Vanity right now trying to flank all the Conestoga guys.
Spray and pray. 2 down over in the corner there. Neb and Frizzy working together to get those 2 players down. Watch the balcony above Bus. J-Ray tries to connect, but gets connected with instead.
They've still got a 1 life advantage right now. It's 19-18 for Conestoga in terms of lives. Here's, Frizzy's taken down in that little office building there.
Now the advance in that back alleyway behind Diner, and at least 2 get taken down. Where's the third? It's not there, and on site is going to be Slicks. He's in the back door, and Frizzy shuts him down, says, get off our site. 30 seconds left now for the Condors to hold it down, 14-14. The lives evened out.
That was a big kill by Frizzy, and he got a lot of shots on this guy in the office, made him back off, which is a crucial play. Now Neb taken down. Frizzy already back on site. He's cleaning people up. And it looks like, another one for Frizzy. Looks like somebody is already on site. And J-Ray, Savvy, and Frizzy really cleaning things up.
Big clutch there for the Condors. 4 seconds left. They got to watch that far side, though. You know players going to jump in from bus, so that should be a chance for you to just spray and pray. Come on, connect with them. Get them off the point. It's contested. 1 second left, and now we have 3 Condor players trying to find that last there. Get it done before the rest of St. Thomas makes it in. There's the corner kill. 1 more on the bar. Shut them down. Get them off the point. Condors stay locked in. Oh my goodness. Was it a bit of a fight though?
Yeah, they definitely, they had to show some grit for that one. That was a lot of back and forth there, but the Condors held strong. They were able to run out that timer on defense here, and yeah, a lot of big kills in the last dying seconds there. Really clear out that area, and then things even got scary with 1.3 seconds on the board. You can see how resilient the St. Thomas team is.
Well, the big thing is that Condors got the win. It wasn't the cleanest thing I've ever seen at the end, and that's still something they have to be aware of. First tick almost, though, on the board on A site for the Condors. They get shut down just before that happens. Still not in a good position here. St. Thomas is poised to take this series.
Yeah. Yeah, they've got a lot of guys guarding that A right now. It looks like J-Ray is going to do what he's been doing all match at flanking here. He's kind of sneaking up behind. Oh, there's one for Neb in the mid, just under the, just underneath where J-Ray's positioned.
Right. Ooh, watch your backside there. Yep.
Yeah, J-Ray goes down.
Sappho on the ground in front of you. Yeah, and he tries to get the pre-fire, but unfortunately, I think that's 3 for Sappho.
What a sneaky play by Sappho.
Yeah, no, that was cheeky. Honestly, St. Thomas playing very aggressive in their positioning, but at least the Condors do finally get themselves back on an A site because of that aggressive push.
Just shy of another tick, it looks like. And
I can't tell if it's... I think they got it? I can't tell.
Right, it's right there. But,
oh, no, you're right. They did not get it. It's being brought down by St. Thomas now as Condors try to go for B.
Sappho's on the 5 killing spree as well.
Yeah, he is well, that definitely came from earlier on with his little sneaky play before. He's a player that's feeling it right now. Savvy through the door, gets triple teamed, and that second tick will not connect there for the Condors, where they're making that back and forth push. This is something you want to do. It's forcing, again, St. Thomas to think about where you're going to be. But the team is full committing everyone to both points each time. Condors trying desperately to get that last tick. I think they're going to be able to get it as they get that down, but that cruise missile is going to connect with 2 of them. At least they got that on the board, but look at the lives remaining. 19 to 10, not a good position for the Condors, with everything being focused on B now.
No, definitely not, and they just lost 2 more as well. It's already 18 to 8. Hopefully we can see some real magic happen and try and get that first map for the Condors.
Well, I love the adjustments the Condors are making. They continue to prove they can improvise time and time again. The problem is improvising doesn't always mean success. And there's another lay down. Was that Sappho again? This guy, sneaky little door rat. Every single time you turn around, he's laying on the floor. And the Condors are struggling to get across the other side to B site. And with 3 lives left, it's not looking pretty here for the Conestoga Condors. They have the split. Again, J-Ring with the flank. We know he could do so well, but you also have Sappho, this sneaky little guy, doing one himself. 1 down on Diner. That's going to allow his teammates to make a push onto site there. We do lose Neb, though, and it's down to Frizzy and J-Ray. J-Ray tries to connect with 1, but he's already hurt, and now it's just down to Frizzy. He gets 1. But he can't stay on site. He'll be shut down. Not much you can do as Frizzy. Neb saw it too. You see in his face, he's like, we should be winning this. What is going on? Yeah. This is a bummer. And no map wins, Andrew.
No. The elusive Condors map win, you know. That's an unfortunate one because they had some sparks, but just... as we've been seeing all season, just it's like doing 1,400 damage and only getting 2 kills.
That's really what it comes down to. We could just change the title of this VOD afterwards. Yeah. 2 kills, 1,400 damage. Yeah. It really is. It feels like what it was. There were so many brilliant chances for plays there, but in the meantime, like, hey, let's commit all to B, get a tick, commit all to A. But in the meantime, you're losing 8 lives. I mean, that cruise missile on A, you commit so hard to it. You get the tick, you get the extra minute, but you lose 2 players in the process. You kind of have to at a point like that. I mean, you don't have a lot of time left on the board, but it's so difficult to have these plans that kind of work and then just fall short each time.
Yeah, it really, like, it just puts them at a disadvantage. I mean, from that standpoint, though, it's like, what can you do? You really want to, keep applying the pressure in that sort of game. Like, control happens so fast. You're racing against the clock, and they found themselves in a position where it just wasn't really feasible for them to play the style that they kind of adapted in that round. And then they're like, we got to not do this.
It is definitely very hard. I mean, it also is hard when you see how close a lot of these are. I mean, that one did feel like the Condors had there was a bit of chaos in terms of there were great moments of good comms, but there's also moments of chaos of where they were positioned, of how they had their map controlled down. That felt like they were playing a little bit from behind each time. St. Thomas, you said it was this ever kind of steady force that they may have started slow each time, but they eventually crept up on you. You know, it's like eating a hot pepper. It's like the first couple bites might be fine, but then after the next 2 minutes, it starts to bite.
Yeah, absolutely. They were just like unrelenting, and St. Thomas was very very steadfast. I think the word that I pulled out of nowhere to say that. And those are tough ones as well for Conestoga, right? Like you're losing games that are close and you haven't won a map.
That's when it hurts the most. And I think I saw it in Neb's face after I think it was maybe second round. No, it was when they won the round on control. Even when they won it, Neb did because he knew that, like, man, it should not have been that sloppy in Diner. It was just there was just so much time wasted that he's like, whew.
Yeah.
Well, how we got that? I mean, we got it. I'm happy we got it, but you could see it was there's some work to be done kind of phase.
For sure, yeah. It's just like they've been just getting frustrated almost all season with just like being close. They almost, in a weird way, like if they got walloped tonight, it might have done something.
Almost would have been better, yeah.
Just,
knowing that you have the capability.
Yeah, exactly. It's definitely going to add to the mounting not mounting frustration, but the kind of the adversity with this team. It's just like they can't get the monkey off their back. Almost.
Right. I do got to give a shout out though on a positive note. Early on in these series, in the early maps, I mean, it was super fun. I mean, J-Ray was a force to be reckoned with as well. It was super fun to watch. So there were a lot of positive points
for sure
out of this series. You can definitely walk away with, but are they going to listen to any of those after not winning a single map? They are currently that would put them at 0-9 now, correct?
Maybe 0-12.
It's 0-12. Yeah. Because this would be the 4. Yeah, you're right. 0-12 in maps. Just you feel that.
Yeah, doesn't feel good. Not a position anyone really wants to be in for any type of competitive sport, especially. I mean, it keeps coming back to this, but just like they're not a bad team.
Hey, you know what though, Andrew? Who cares?
Right. Yeah.
New game coming out soon.
Yeah.
Let's get our wins there. Why don't we do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Just get some wins in a new map or a new game.
Some BO6.
Cool.
Yeah, I would like that.
I'm ready for some clips. I've seen some crazy stuff with that new movement.
Yeah, it's as a somewhat casual player, terrifying to me, but probably fun.
Well, we'll see when that comes around, but there are still matches on this COD before that happens. Again, of course, we'll be back tomorrow. If you want to find out everything that's going on when we have matches, anything else with the Condors, make sure to go check out our socials down below. Whatever you're watching on, whether it's Twitch or YouTube, somehow you're receiving this transmission on the moon. I don't know if we have that tech yet, but if we do, hello moon people, click the buttons below and go follow all of our socials. Andrew, it's been a blast. Thank you for joining me for some Call of Duty today.
Good stuff tonight.
Heck yeah. Anyways, thank you guys for joining us. Again, we'll be back tomorrow. We'll see you then, and let's get some dubs then. We'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Condors Esports is innovating intercollegiate gaming in Ontario and beyond. We've built a community where you can compete, play, and work in a dynamic program accessible from all campuses.
Condors Esports is more than just gaming. Here, you'll find empowerment and inspiration in state-of-the-art facilities equipped with the latest technologies and unwavering support.
We are varsity athletes, turning victories into championships as high-performing gamers.
We are relentless, constantly pushing our limits and pursuing excellence through every match.
We are Condors. Gaming connects us on campus or online, all through best-in-class equipment.
We're building a foundation of experience, powered by our passion, in developing skills that drive personal and professional success.
We are eager students, transforming our dreams into careers in dynamic and emerging industries.
Condors Esports goes beyond gaming, fostering enduring friendships, unforgettable experiences, and meaningful connections.
This is your chance to transform your passion for video games, esports, and technology into something impactful. Learn how Conestoga is introducing Condors esports to your campus and connect with fellow Condors striving to soar.
We